What is going on, you guys? I haven't made a video in quite a long time about my my immigration status and my adjustment of status, aka green card. And so making one today because I think I got good news. I think everything has went smooth. If you guys remember the last video that I made, I said my RFE. Basically, RFE is request for more evidence for whatever questions that they have. The RFE was based on an arrest that they found back in 2015, which never happened. I got stopped. I was involved in an accident. I called the ambulance and I left the scene because I didn't get hurt, but I was hit just a little bit. It was a couple of cars. I was all the way in the front. I got hit just a little bit. I wasn't going to report anything because it wasn't really that bad for me at all. So I called the ambulance. I didn't know that I had to stay in the scene if I got hit, even by the slightest. So I left the scene and basically they followed me and they thought that I was the hit and run. I came back to the scene because they told me I had to come back to the scene, and I explained everything that's going on. And basically, at that time, I had some issues with my license. They marked it as having an invalid license. I had to go to court, things like that. Case was dismissed. But for some reason, and whenever immigration was looking into the records, they had seen that I was arrested, and I had to go to the court office, pull up the file, get a copy of the court dismissal. Dismissal. I said dismissal. Dismissal. And basically sent it back to immigration saying, hey, this case was dismissed. I never got arrested. Here's the proof. Did that September of 2024. Now, nothing was happening. Nothing was happening at all. And I was honestly checking like every other week just to see any updates. And two of my friends had been doing the same adjustment of status, and they've done DACA, things like that. And we've kind of all submitted our stuff around the same time. And now with this new administration, a lot of the applicants, or a lot of these adjustment of status were mandatory getting interviews. In the Biden administration, the interviews were getting waived. And so I was just looking for what that step would be, what that next step would be. And I would check and whatever. And for some reason, I stopped checking. It had been over, what is it? When I sent the RFE, it had been close to a year, nothing. I would check maybe every other month at that point. And then I just stopped checking. I was like, it is what it is. I'll get something in the mail if they need something else. And then beginning of September of this month, I was like, dang, I haven't checked my status in like 3-4 months. I'm like, let me just check to see if there's any updates. And I looked at my at my email, and it had said, we've made a decision on your case. So I was like, I was so excited. I'm like, what is going on? Go to the website, log in, and it had said RFE has been reviewed. Step 3 is completed. And I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know if next step was the interview. I didn't know if next step was biometrics, which is something they already have for me. I just had in my mind that the next step was the interview. And the interview's here in Nashville. Some of my friends have done it. Like I said, it's here in Nashville. And both of them have done the interview. And they've told me that the interview is basically very easy. They just ask you a couple questions here and there, and they approve you. You get your green card in within 2 weeks to a month. So I was like, the next step is the interview. So I'm excited. I look on the website, and then 2 days later, it shows case 485, which is the adjustment of status, approved. And at this point, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, there's a glitch somewhere. Either because people that have the case on the immigration, you guys know that everything on there is 80% accurate. Some notices are on the website, and then you get a different notice in the mail. So I'm like, maybe this is a glitch. But I go into the notice section where you have all the documents, all the notices. I didn't have anything there. It just said step 3 complete. And then I got the case approved 2 days later. Mind you, I've had the I-130 approved for over a year now. It was approved before I got the RFE. And so I keep checking daily. And then 2 days after, there's an approval letter on the website saying your I-485 has been approved. You should get your permanent resident card in a few weeks. Let us know if you don't get anything by 90 days or whatever. So I'm like, shoot, did the interview actually get waived? Because that hadn't been happening with this administration. It was always the interview. It was always the 485 pending review, and they schedule your interview. So I'm like, I feel like I still need to have an interview. And I keep checking, and I keep just kind of being patient. And then I got this letter. Immigration. And it's the approval notice saying the application above has been approved. Prior to receiving your permanent resident card, you may be required to report for biometrics processing, which they already have that. So that one I know that I'm not going to have to do because they already have everything from DACA. Please do not take any action at this time. If you're required for reporting for processing, you will receive another notice advising you of that date, time, and location to appear. Usually the interview receipt comes before then if the interview is something that you have to do. They give you a date and everything, and then after that, then you get an approval letter. So guys, I'm not claiming victory yet. Because you never know what's going to happen. But I'm 99.9% sure that my interview was waived. And I think we've made it, guys. I think we've made it to the green card status. I am now waiting on my green card to arrive in the mail with this approval letter. And honestly, you guys, just with everything happening, obviously I'm happy, but with everything happening, it's like I feel like they don't want us here anymore. But I just I'm thankful for the group on Facebook that helped me through this. I'm thankful to God to allow me this opportunity, and we've made it. We've made it. I don't know what else to say. All my emotions are. I've already kind of went through that with my wife. She couldn't believe it either. She's very happy. So with that being said, we are going to take advantage of this and travel. We're going to save. We're going to travel outside of the U.S. at least once a year. I mean, that's going to be my main, and visiting family in Mexico at least once a year. I have to take advantage of this. I haven't been able to do this, or have been able to just be out of the country because of my status. Anytime there was international flights with school, or mission trips, things like that, I just couldn't do it. I never knew that that privilege. But now that I have this, we're gonna travel. I'm excited. And for everybody that still has questions, I I highly recommend you check out that group. It's called Adjustment of Status on Facebook. I highly recommend you guys going on there. They have guides, they have everything. If you go to the search bar, if you have a question, it's probably already been answered. So if you go to the search bar, type in the question that you have regarding a specific section of any application, you'll probably get an answer. Or you have people that have had have had that question answered before. A lot of help. So basically, after the green card, being a permanent resident, after 3 years with a marriage, after 3 years, I can apply for my citizenship. So it's now just about waiting, being patient for the 3 years, and just taking advantage of this. So thank you guys for always tuning in on the channel and the updates. And it's been what, 2 years now? No, it's been less than a year. Well, when I submitted everything, it's been a little bit over a year. Because I submitted my stuff before April of 2024. So it's been a year and a couple of months. If the RFE wasn't an issue, I think it would have been approved a lot earlier. But it is what it is. You know, things happen for a reason. I don't know why things happen, but that's just reality. Sometimes it doesn't go our way, but we're here. This is going into my long, just storage of immigration stuff. It's gonna be crazy to go dig all the notices since 2012 where I received a DACA for the first time. It's gonna be crazy to go all back in time to see everything that I've done. And so very grateful for this opportunity. I'm sorry, I'm still getting over this sickness. I've been sick for the past 3 weeks. It's been horrible. But that's it, guys. That's the update. I want to make more videos just showing my life. And obviously we're going to vlog the travels. And but yeah, I'm stoked. So thank you guys for watching. That's the quick update for this. I think we made it. Until I get my green card in the mail, that's when everything will be set in stone. So appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.